In this video, we're going to be making this Snickers baked oatmeal. It's vegan, it's healthy, it's like cake for breakfast. It's so good, so chocolatey, and so delicious. So if you need to pause the screen for the ingredients, you can pause them. This is actually so easy to make. We got 2 cups of rolled oats here. I'm going to go through the ingredients for the oatmeal bake. We've got 2 cups of plant milk. It can be vanilla flavored, it can be plain, it doesn't matter. This recipe is pretty flexible. We got a tablespoon of maple syrup. That's optional, but it adds a nice little bit of sweetness. We've got 3 large medjool dates, which are chopped up to give us that kind of caramelly flavor. We've got 2 tablespoons of chopped salted peanuts. That's for topping. We're going to put it on top of our chocolate icing. And we've got a 1/3 cup of cacao powder. And then instead of our eggs, we've got 2 tablespoons of chia and a tablespoon of ground flax, which is so healthy, so good for you. This makes for such a nutritious breakfast. And then of course we have half a cup of all natural peanut butter that is unsalted. And basically what we do with all of these ingredients, we put them all into a 7x10 dish. You don't even need to grease or anything. Throw them in, mix them together, and throw it in the oven. So easy for meal prep. I love this one. So let's get started and throw all of our ingredients in here together. Now, while this is baking, we're actually going to make the icing. It's optional, but it takes it up a level. I would definitely recommend making the icing to put on top of this Snickers healthy oatmeal bake. So I'm just getting all of my ingredients. Don't worry, my hands are super clean, and I'm just dumping them all into this dish. And I'm going to mix it together. Start out really carefully and gently, or you could have a bit of an explosion with this. Mix that all in together, and then we're going to bake it at 350 for 30 minutes and make our icing. Here's all our ingredients. I'm going to show you all the ingredients, and all we have to do is pretty much blend them together. So we're going to start with half a cup of peanut butter, all natural peanut butter, unsalted, you know, because that's what my dog likes. That's what's healthy for her. She gets to maybe lick the spoon after. And then next we're going to add a 1/4 cup of cacao powder. You want to get high quality organic cacao powder. Look at all the benefits, the health benefits of eating this. Like, it's so good for you, and it's so delicious. Then we're going to add 4 tablespoons of maple syrup. I'm Canadian, so we take our maple syrup really seriously. Make sure that is pure 100% maple syrup. And then we're going to add in a couple tablespoons of plant milk, 4 to 5. We can adjust this according to the thickness that we want that. I used almond, but you can use whatever. And then we're going to add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Again, 100% pure. It's so healthy for you when you get the good quality vanilla. So we're going to dump everything in. I actually like to dump my cacao powder in first, just because it always creates such a powdery, puffy, smoky mess. I like to put it in the bottom and kind of cover it down with all the other ingredients so that it's, you know, kind of pushes it down a little bit in the container. That's just my preference. And then I'm adding in, you know, my peanut butter, my vanilla extract, and my almond milk, and my maple syrup, and all that stuff. And then I'm going to place the lid on my food processor. Now, a high-powered blender would work as well. And I'm just going to turn that on and let that blend up. So you can see that's blending up really nicely there. We're getting a nice consistency. You can see even the powder from that cacao powder kind of misting in the back. I'm going to crank it up to number 2 and just really get that going. Now, it looks just a little bit too thick compared to what I'm wanting it for. So I'm going to add another tablespoon or 2 of plant milk, and I'm going to use my spatula to clean down the sides. See how thick it is? But once that almond milk starts mixing in, it's going to thin it out a little. So you can adjust it to whatever consistency it is that you want for this healthy chocolate frosting. And then I'm just going to take the lid off just like that. You just mix it together and you have this delicious chocolate frosting. So check the consistency, make sure it's what you want. You can always thin it out a little bit if you want to. But there is that chocolate frosting. Now, chocolate frosting you can use on so many different things. I'm just going to put that out into a bowl and swirl that deliciousness around. You can just eat it straight out of the fridge if you want to. I'm not judging. It's healthy. It's delicious. In this case, I was actually going to use it to throw on a snickerdoodle oatmeal bake. So I used that as the top, but I'm going to get my official taste tester to test this out now. Can we just take a moment to look at how happy my husband is and how mad my dog is because she can't eat chocolate? Okay, just like that, we're ready to pull this oatmeal bake out of the oven. And don't worry, honestly, it doesn't even get stuck to the side, at least not for me. So that is all baked. That's what it should look like, cooked all the way through and lightly browned on top. And last but not least, we are going to ice this up. We're going to add our chocolate frosting all over the top of this. This is what makes it, in my opinion. I mean, you can certainly eat it without, but definitely go for the chocolate frosting if you have the time and you can. So I'm just going to throw all that chocolate frosting on top of here, and I'm just going to spread it out really evenly. Whatever's left in the bowl, you can lick it out later. Time for me to put that bowl away and just start spreading that icing all over this oatmeal bake. And next I'm going to add my chopped up salted peanuts. So I'm just going to kind of evenly spread those all over the icing. Right after I put the icing on, I put on the peanuts, and then I can cut it and it's ready to serve right away. Or you can store it in the fridge in an airtight container for up to 5 days. So it is a really great option for meal prep, to just have something on the go, even for an after workout snack, things like that. So there it is, the official taste tester giving that a test, gets the chef's kiss. And if you like this video, hit the like and subscribe button below.